to have a supervisor. It's a little early. I've got the camera running, but I'm not going to start just yet. Joy's been waiting for me to get started. She says it's time. I know. You're good at yoga. You're very good at yoga. What a fine day we have. And today's big topic is welcome to spring. We had the solstice this weekend, and now it looks like spring and feels like spring, and the meaning of the solstice is that it's the night and the day are of even length, and the days start to get longer now. The days start to get longer than the night now, and so we want to be open to new beginnings. So we're going to look at some back bends, some heart opening movements. And don't be intimidated. It's back bends for people who are not back bendy, because I'm certainly a non-back bendy type person. But we're going to go ahead and look at feeling open to new things, because that's what spring is about. New growth, new beginnings, new openings, just allowing ourselves to be open to new things. I planted seeds last week and this week, some today, and some of them are already germinated, some are already up, and so things are already happening for spring. And we want to just make sure that we're ready and we feel just as open for the newness of spring and the coming warmth and the blessings of the sun. So we're ready too. So I'm sitting on a towel. If that's comfortable for you, you can do that. Or if you want to sit on the floor, that's fine. Or if you prefer sitting in a chair, that's also fine. We want to begin in a comfortable seated position. And again, I'm not going to actually open the practice just yet. I'm going to wait until the designated time. I have the sun coming in on me, and it feels great. I'm not in the sunroom today because I want to do more opening things, and the ceiling in the sunroom is a little too low for that. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Find a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for your body. And close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, and begin to focus on your breath. Allow your seat bones to ground. Let your collarbones be long. Feeling some heart opening just now, right away, to begin with. Shoulder blades slide down the back of the rib cage. Elbows are heavy. Heart begins to open now. Feel your hips start to open. Let your knees be heavy. Thighs are heavy. Breath is relaxed and full. Just really enjoying this beautiful spring day. And open your eyes, interlace your fingers, palms away. And our first heart opener, just arms overhead, feeling the opening of the front of the chest as you stretch from side to side, opening the sides of the chest. Just beginning to expand the rib cage, give room for our heart to open. Grounding that opposite seat bone. Feeling the arms begin to open, shoulders open. And release the hands, interlace your fingers, Hands away from the body, shoulder blades together in the back, collarbones long, looking up. So here's a first back bend, a little heart opener. Pulling the hands away from the body, push your chin out. Really allow the breath to expand. The front of the rib cage gets wider and longer. Pulling the shoulder blades together in your back. Breath is free and open. Release your hands, right arm down, left arm up, opening that left side of the body, grounding the left seat bone. Gaze is up under the left arm. Feeling the opening on that left side body, the left hip, the left rib cage. Allowing your arm to support you. And press up. Left hand down, right arm up overhead. Stretching the right side of the body, grounding the right hip, looking up under the right arm. Noticing that one side is different than the other. And press back up. Place your hands in front of you and walk your hands out any amount, recognizing that none is an amount. And this is going to be, for me, it's a hip opener. It could be, you'll feel it wherever you feel it. There's no one right way. It's not a right way. And just allowing, you want to still feel like there's a back bend element to this. So shoulder blades come down the back. Pulling with your hands so the front of the body stays open. So this isn't supposed to be the biggest opener of our practice. It's just a beginning opener. And if it's more comfortable for you to stay in an upright position, that's fine. If you're in an upright position, you can hold your front shin and pull your shoulder blades down that way to generate that heart opening. That's going to be our big focus today, is heart opening. So that's the thought that we want in all of our poses today. Really opening the heart. And then walk your hands back, come up. Left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you as a kickstand. Simple twist to the right. Staying grounded through both seat bones. Opening whatever feels like it needs opening right now. As you inhale, the spine gets longer. As you exhale, maybe a little bit more twist. No force. There's no need to force. And as always, if I invite you to do a movement that's not right for your body, please don't do it. This is your practice. The goal is that we feel better when we get up off our mat than we did coming to the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Switch your hands. So here the right shoulder blade comes away from the midline of the body. Left shoulder blade comes towards the midline of the body. Inhale, the spine gets longer. Exhale, maybe a little bit more twist. Feeling the opening in the whole rib cage. Inhale, come back to center. And now we're going to place both hands out in front of you, palms together. And with an inhale, open the arms, look up, arching the back. And with an exhale, coming together, looking down. Inhale, opening. Exhale, fold. Inhale, opening. This is so simple. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open, look up, arch the back. Exhale, fold, rounding the back, looking down. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. And come back to center. And release the arms down and rest. Shake your shoulders out if they need that. Now we're going to do a similar movement from the side. So inhale, arms overhead, looking up. Exhale, palms down, arms come back down. Inhale, palms up, hands come together. Exhale, pushing the air down behind you. Inhale, drawing energy upward. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, drawing the energy upward. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Very good. And release. Shake your shoulders out. And let your right leg extend out to the side. Left leg stays grounded at your thigh. Turn your body towards that straight leg, Janu Shirshasana, but with a back bend feel. So you're going to be looking up and not coming down a whole lot. Just let your hands go down as much as you can while still maintaining that back bend feel in the upper body. So this could be done as primarily a forward fold, and today we're not doing it that way. We're doing it as still a heart opening. There is a forward fold component of it as you fold over that hip hinge, but you want to really feel like your whole front of your body is staying very open. So shoulder blades come down the back, arms are heavy, upper arms are heavy. The action is pulling your hands towards you. Your hands can be flat or they can be spidered. My hands are spidered. Just allowing that to feel like an opening more than a closing. And now from here, bring the arms overhead, coming up. And then exhale, come down. Still feeling that back bend feel. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, Janu Shirshasana. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. And this time when we come down, we're going to stay down. So I'm going to leave my hands spidered. You can have them flat if you like, but still feeling that back bend feel in the upper body. And now walk your hands back towards your upper body. Unbend that straight leg, bring it back to center. Let both legs stand up, wiggle around a little bit. By holding that position with the legs for a little while, it becomes a pretty significant opener for the folded leg hip. So now I'm going to fold the right leg, let the left leg extend. Turning towards that extended leg. I'm going to spider the fingers and come forward only as far as I can while still maintaining that back bend feel. And now inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold, and stay folded. So my fingers are spidered, and you can have them spidered or flat, your choice. Really staying grounded, really feeling that back bend feel in the upper body. So even though it is a forward fold in that I folded the hip hinge, I want to feel my upper back is really open. So my gaze is upward. I have the feeling that I'm pulling my hands towards me. And I walk the hands back. Bend that straight leg. Both knees come up and wiggle around a little bit. And notice how you feel. All right, now we come to standing. And I'm going to move my little towel out of the way. So we're going to do some half sun salutations. Trying to step on the cat on my way back. Half sun salutation. So hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Really noticing the back bend component. Inhale, up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Namaskarasana. Again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center and pause. Release your hands down, Tadasana. So this is a very active pose. The legs are straight but not locked. Kneecaps drawn up, palms face forward. Shoulder blades down your back, and feel the heart opening here just in standing. Isn't that interesting? Now we're going to repeat one of the actions that we did earlier. So hands together in the front. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, open. Isn't that interesting? That becomes a back bend, doesn't it? Exhale, hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands together, and then hands to heart center, and then down by your side. Notice how you feel. That's such a small movement, and yet it's pretty powerful at helping us energize the whole body. All right, now we're going to repeat one that we did before. We're going to come up overhead. So arms overhead, pushing down, lifting the energy up with an inhale. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, bringing energy into the body. Exhale, grounding. Inhale, bringing energy in. Exhale, grounding that energy. Inhale, energy in. Exhale, grounding. and then return to Tadasana. Notice how you feel. Those are very simple movements. This is not super specialized yoga. This is how to feel better in our own bodies, which is so important. All right, so now we're going to come to Warrior One. So step the right leg forward about 3.5 feet. Left foot points forward about 35 degrees. Front knee bends any amount. And we're going to go arms overhead, which is traditional Warrior One. But we're going to continue these arm movements. So from here, bring the arms out to the side, palms up, and then back together up ahead. With an inhale, opening out to the side. Exhale, hands together. Inhale out. Exhale together. Inhale out. Exhale together. Inhale out to the side. Exhale, arms together, and then hands to heart center. Step your feet together. You're being very healthy. All right, left foot steps forward, right step foot is back, facing forward about 30-35 degrees. Arms overhead is Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. And now we're going to add, inhale, arms out. Exhale, hands together. And notice this is a back bend, okay? It's a little back bend, but it's a back bend. Inhale up. Open. Exhale together. Inhale out. Exhale up. And continue. Arms stay together. Back to heart center. Step your feet together. Very good. Release your hands down to your side. Tadasana. Palms face forward. Notice how you feel. Heart rate's up a little bit. And this was not a tremendous amount of physical activity, but because we're working on the core and bringing energy into the body, it does invigorate and it does bring the heart rate up. Okay, so now I'm going to have to rescue my towel, which has been completely rearranged, and we're going to come to kneeling. But I have a little housekeeping to do here because somebody was helping with the housekeeping. That was you. You were helping with the housekeeping. Not terribly helpfully, but okay, so now come to kneeling. If you want to be on a pad, that's great. And now you're going to come to stand on your knees, so camel pose, Ustrasana. So I have my hands on my pelvic rim, and the action in Ustrasana and camel pose is tailbone down, front of the pelvis up. So belly button comes back towards the spine. Hands on the pelvic rim, just really focusing on the back bend in this pose should come from the upper body and not in the lumbar spine. So tailbone down, bringing your belly back towards your spine so that your lower back is not compromised. And now we're going to go to half camel, okay? So bringing the left leg forward, so standing on the right knee. So this takes some of the back bend out, but it also really allows you to ground through that standing knee. So I'm still feeling like tailbone down, belly button back towards the spine. So here we are in half camel, and now we're going to repeat this action of bringing the arms overhead. Inhale. Inhale out. Exhale together. Inhale out. Grounding. Inhale, drawing energy up. Grounding. Energy up. Grounding. Energy up. Grounding. And now let's come back to camel pose, bringing this knee back. Moving the cat. I didn't realize I had to move the cat, but I have to move the cat. She's done some more housekeeping for me. Is that helpful or what? So here we are back in camel. Tailbone down, belly button back towards the spine. And then bring that right leg forward, half camel. Now normally we would call this a low lunge, but I'm going to call it a half camel because I want to stabilize the camel pose part. And now we continue with the arm movements. Feeling the heart opening here. And hands to heart center. Bring your knees together. Here we are back in camel. So it should feel a little bit easier now to stay open in the front of the body, really grounding through the tailbone, really open through the front of the thighs. Hands to heart center. And from here, we're going to turn from side to side. So just turning, and mostly turning with the upper chest, really letting the pelvis and the low back stay in place. And notice that this helps mobilize the upper thoracic spine area. Still thinking about heart opening, right? And release your hands, come to seated. Now you're going to let your legs go wide. Upavista Konasana. So your Upavista Konasana, or wide-legged forward bend, could look like this. This could be your forward bend, and that's fine. Or you could come forward any amount, but still feeling that back bend feel in the upper body. So the action is that as if your hands were coming back towards you. And I've got my hands spidered. You can have them flat. You could have them on your thighs if that's where you need to be. That's fine. We're going to be here for a number of breaths. So make sure that whatever degree of openness you choose is one you're going to be happy with in a couple of minutes. So it doesn't have to be your biggest, baddest forward bend. I'm really interested in drawing the shoulder blades down the back, opening the heart center, looking up. So part of my light source for today's practice is I have the door open behind the camera and I'm looking out onto a spring garden. So I see hellebores, daffodils and hyacinths, chinodoxa. I've got all kinds of little bulbs blooming. It's really beautiful, the gaze that I have in front of me. And that's the thought that I want for all of you, is that you feel the beauty of spring and the newness of growth within our own bodies. Now, if you wish, you could walk your hands out or not. Again, this is not so much about the forward bend as it is about maintaining the openness of the front body. That's today's practice. Now walk your hands back. great loving kindness, fold your knees back up, feet come together on the mat, hands behind you, let your legs swing from side to side. Just releasing your hips, softening everything. All right, now we're going to come onto your belly, and I may have to go back a little bit to stay in camera range. I hope you can still see. I remove my pad, coming onto your belly, onto your forearms. So here we are, shoulders, elbows are directly under the shoulders, gaze is forward and up. So this is Sphinx pose. Bringing your legs as together as they're interested in being. The action here is of pulling your elbows towards you to help create more back bend in the upper thoracic spine. So your belly is flat on the mat and your shoulder blades are coming down towards your waist, pulling your elbows, pulling your hands towards you to increase the back bend feel here. And the back bend should be in the upper thoracic spine, not in the low back. So pushing your tailbone down towards your legs helps relieve any stress on the low back. The low back should not feel squinchy here. And if it does, if this is too much back bend, you can walk your elbows back more. So lifting within the shoulder blades, but the shoulder blades go down towards your waist. Sphinx pose. So it's a back bend. It's not a terribly convoluted back bend. It doesn't require that you look like a gymnast, but it's just a little inviting little back bend. Really opening the front of the belly. And now let come all the way back down. Place your cheek on the mat. Just resting. And now from here, you're going to lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift your hands off the mat. Just for the strength of the upper back. This should not involve your low back at all. This would be locust pose, Salabhasana. And let your cheek, the other cheek rest on the mat, rest down. And lift up again, Salabhasana, locust pose. And rest down on the first side. Lift up, arms up, chest up. Belly is flat on the mat here. Salabhasana, locust pose. And rest down. And now chin faces forward. Wiggle your hands underneath your pelvis. And you can make your hands into fists if you like, because now we're going to lift one leg. So we're going to lift the right leg. This is also Salabhasana. There are different variations. Right leg down, left leg up. Right leg down, both legs up. Both legs down. Let your hands come out from underneath you, palms face up, and now everything up. Salabhasana, locust pose. And now rest down on your favorite side. All right, press up and you're going to come to your back body. We're going to look at bridge pose. And bridge pose is also a back bend. So we're going to use it as a back bend today. So feet as close to your buttocks as possible. Palms face down. Pull each shoulder blade underneath your body. And then press into your feet so your pelvis comes up. And notice that this is a back bend. It's an upper thoracic back bend. Again, lower back is not involved here. Tailbone goes in the direction of your knees. Really pressing up with both legs and your upper arm and your shoulders. Neck is free. And let the pelvis come down. And then press back up. And now come down almost all the way, but don't touch. And then press back up. And come down almost all the way, and then press up. Come down almost all the way. Up. Notice that this is still a back bend. So we're still looking to open the heart center. And now let the pelvis come all the way down, knees to the chest. Wrapping your hands around your knees and rock from side to side. Should feel pretty good. And now open your knees a little bit. Reach your hands in between your knees and grab your feet from the outside and let your feet face up towards the ceiling. Happy baby. And you can rock from side to side if that feels good to you. Ananda Balasana, which does not mean happy baby. It means blissful child. And now release your hands, grab your shins, let your knees open out to the side. So your back is flat now onto the mat, knees are out to the side. Reclined bound angle pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. Just allowing things to soften and open. Your back is fully supported by the mat right now. Release your hands, let your feet come down to the mat, mat width apart, okay, so pretty wide. Hands are a little bit away from the body, palms face down. Let both knees drop to the right, looking to the left. Duryodhasana. Notice that there's a back bending component to this as well. How about that? Inhale the knees up. Exhale, knees go to the left. Right side of the pelvis comes up a little bit. Feel how this is an opening for the upper back. Really feeling that heart still being heart opening feel. Drop your knees to the right, looking to the left. Inhale up, knees drop to the left, looking right. Inhale the knees up, and you can allow your legs to straighten down onto the floor for Shavasana. I'm going to sit up. So pull each shoulder blade underneath your body so your palms face up. Arms a little bit away from your body. Legs are completely relaxed. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Allow your body to accept support from the floor, from the mat, from the earth. Let your brain be quiet in the back of the skull. Allow your eyes to rest in the bottom of the socket. Facial features are soft. Breath is easy. Your tongue rests in the bottom of your mouth. Jaw slightly parted. Back of the neck is open and long. Throat is relaxed. Feel your shoulder blades flat on the floor. Arms are heavy. Fingers slightly curled. Feel your shoulder blades flat on the earth. Collarbones long. Feel your rib cage expand with your breath. Sternum rises and falls with the breath. Belly is soft. Allow your organs to rest towards your back body. Lower back is wide and free. Feel your sacrum flat on the floor. Allow the wings of your pelvis to open. Hips are soft. Thighs are heavy. Feet are relaxed. Feel the sensations of openness in your whole body, particularly in the heart area. Allow yourself to be receptive to the newness of the earth as the seasons change. The growth that surrounds us can include us. As the new seeds germinate and send roots down into the earth, the new leaves unfurl and climb towards the sun, allowing the beauty, the flowers, the growth to come to fruition. so we feel grounded into the earth in order that we may grow and expand and bloom in our own individual ways. Thank your body for allowing you to have a physical practice today. Notice any sensations of warmth or opening in your body. Allow your breath to reach every cell in your body, bringing this beautiful spring air within us into our bodies, nourishing our cells, nourishing our being. And now begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bend your knees, place your feet on the mat. Gently roll to your right side and rest there. And with the strength of your arm, press yourself up to seated. Bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head to your heart. I honor the place within you where the entire universe exists. I honor the place within you of peace, of joy, of light, and of love. I honor the place within you where, if you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, there can be only one of us. Namaste. Rub your palms together to generate warmth. Place your palms over your closed eyes. Open your eyes into the darkness and return your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. I'm so glad you came. I hope this was of value. Please go out and enjoy this beautiful day. May we hold the sunshine in our hearts forever. Thank you so much for coming.